Are we back, guys? My apologies. Neka's clumsy hands actually hit the wrong button, guys. My clumsy hands. Yep. That's what happens, guys. That's what happens. Let me see if my other stuff's still going. Yeah, we're still on. We're still on, guys. No end of stream yet. Think we're all good. Silly neck, guys. There's actually so much that goes on a stream, guys, behind the scenes. Wish we could clip that with the streamings. Alright, are we back, guys? I hope so. Anyways, what Neka was about to say, guys, you can check my Instagram post or TikTok post or YouTube post, whichever one you prefer, and it'll have the speed drawing of yesterday. The cat, guys, the cat. You should still be able to clip that, yeah. All done here. Chop chop. End of stream. End of stream, guys. Not really. Not really. We're still going, guys. We're still going. Here's our cat. You suppose we should edit the YouTube command since I am now also uploading shorts? I guess so, Dovo. I mean, I'm uploading, I mean, it's either TikTok or YouTube. But yeah, my shorts I'm basically uploading as reels on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube. But yeah, I'm doing a lot of shorts. Also, guys, the last short I did on TikTok is 1,000. It's at 1,700 views. Tell you should be able to refresh. Am I back, guys? I mean, I should be back. Yeah, I reckon we're back. Neka is back. Refresh. So yeah, if it's not working, I guess people just should refresh. I don't know what else to do, really. Alright. Back to my cat, guys. But yeah, so I guess, yeah, for YouTube, the main thing is just, yeah, the monthly vlog. I mean, I don't think people are really gonna subscribe to me to YouTube for the shorts. I mean, I guess if you want to, but I think that's more the kind of thing people will subscribe to on TikTok. So I'm not really expecting my YouTube channel to get a lot of traction because of the shorts, I suppose, but more so because of the vlogs. Because, you know, I wouldn't subscribe to a YouTube channel for shorts. Shorts are the kind of thing that if I'm already on a platform, they would, you know, they would draw me in. So if I find a short on like the Explore feed or something like that, then great. You know, that's the kind of place that I'll probably watch a short, but I'm very unlikely to go through my YouTube subscriptions and actually click on a short to watch it. Unless it's like a really good short, then, you know. Whereas on TikTok, like, that's all I do on there. Although, in saying that, I'm not really all that active on TikTok. I'm really only active on, I'd say, Instagram and Twitch, you know. But I feel like these days we only really have time for, like, 1 or 2 platforms at best. And I really do try my best to be, you know, in as many places as I possibly can, you know, as As a marketing artist, it's incredibly important to do that. Chloe T, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. No mention of Kara there. Well, Dover, I'm not going to, I'll be honest with you, I'm not going to invest my time in a new platform that's just starting out when there's already been a million others that have tried to do the same thing. I'm also not going to start investing my time yet into a platform when that platform is currently running off of the either A, charity of everyone's goodwill, and also two, is running off of the developer's own expenses. They are keeping it afloat themselves, which is a very noble thing to do. But in terms of me, my time is already, like, guys, I tracked my time yesterday. I was working 9.5 hours, and my husband was like, no, you work 12 hours. And he's right, you know, I did actually work 12 hours, not 9.5. And that is my daily currently. So, I mean, as much as I would love for a new platform to succeed, in my career as an artist, I'm already very, very spread thin in terms of time. I don't have time to invest in a new platform. So, you know, I have to think about it in terms of what is it going to give me? Well, yes, one, it does have the potential to grow and become a very big thing. But until it does, you know, I'm posting on there to what? I mean, I've got maybe 80 people on there, maybe 100, maybe 200. I mean, on Twitch, I have almost 3,500 people, right? I have a couple hundred coming through here every time I'm streaming, right? On Instagram, I have 7,000 at the moment. So why would I, you know, if I'm already spread thin, I would much rather, I would be better off making content for my Instagram or streaming more than spending that time on Kara. So what I've been doing is I'm still posting on Kara, you know, when I have the chance or when I'm, you know, already posting somewhere else. So, you know, I'm not saying I'm not going to use a platform, but it's definitely, I don't even think, have we disconnected again? I hope we're all good. Are we still live? Hopefully so. So, I mean, you know, guys, so many, I mean, what was it before Kara? Are you guys still on? Yes, very cat. Hello, Pope. Young Cheshire cat. We're good, okay. But yeah, I mean, before Kara, the last social media thing we had was a Venmo, I don't know. So, I mean, how long did that last? Do we even remember what the platform's name was? I mean, I clearly don't. I made an account on there, guys, thinking it might be the new Instagram, and where are we now? It wasn't Vimeo, no. It's something else, Dover. So, I mean, I could go and I could invest so much of my time in these new platforms, try to regrow my audience on there, try to make enough posts that I have an account worth following on there. Posting takes time. Posting, I mean, I spend already as it is a good 2 to 3 hours of my day posting on social media just to survive as an artist. It's, you know, so they have to bring us something bigger. The way I see Kara is I don't treat it as a replacement for Instagram. The way I see Kara is I'm trying to get out of it what I used to get out of DeviantArt. I want to connect with other artists on Kara, on there, and have it be a more, I guess, a platform where us artists can engage about our artwork in a more professional way other than on social media. And so hopefully it becomes that, but I don't believe it's ever going to even challenge Instagram. I don't think Instagram's even concerned. Once Upon a Cat. Well, I can see why you followed me. I am drawing cats today, which is right up your alley, Cat, I hope. There are a bunch that don't get enough traction to even hear about. Exactly, Cephalon. So Kara is doing well in the sense that they actually got to the top of most recommended social media apps. They're actually at Apple's top recommended list currently, which is amazing, freaking cool. But the problem is they did not plan ahead. They don't have any investors yet. So they're still operating under, you know, like a home business essentially. They are paying some external company to run their servers for them, and they are already, as it is, $88,000 in debt, guys. That is not a good way to start a business. Now, that being said, Twitter started off like that, right? Like probably Instagram started off that way. The problem is it doesn't always succeed, you know. If they don't get an actual investor very, very soon, they're gonna die. You know, the whole app's just gonna die. It's not sustainable. So, you know, as much as I would love to help them out, and I am already doing my part in, you know, being on their platform and actually using it at least once a week or twice a week. Until they are going to actually be reliable, I just cannot afford to spend a lot of my time on there. I don't know. I don't remember what it was called, Dava. Must be. It wasn't an Aussie thing. It was definitely worldwide. The issue, of course, is that Insta is owned by Facebook. Exactly. So currently, the problem we have is the monopoly of all ads on the web, or just basically the web in general, right? That is owned entirely by Google. So Google owns YouTube, Google owns all search basically, and they have the monopoly over all search, which means they also have the monopoly over all ads on search. The other side of the problem is pretty much all social media, other than YouTube and now Twitter, is controlled by Facebook. So Instagram and essentially Instagram and Facebook. So they own a huge monopoly, and it's not good. So I guess we've got TikTok and Twitter on the side, which, you know, I mean, we all know Twitter is going down the drain at the moment, and TikTok is Chinese owned, and I don't know how I feel about its future. I've never really been into TikTok. I mean, I'm glad it's out there. I'm glad it's something that's giving Facebook a run for its money, at least in terms of competition. The problem is Instagram is just trying to copy what Twitter is rather than, you know, be something different, be something actually unique that people might want. So they're just becoming a second TikTok. And yeah, it's just really damaging the platform. 88 is nothing in this realm. It is, exactly, Cephalon, you're right. $88,000 in this kind of business in debt is very small. I mean, they're actually doing great. But I mean, if you think about it, let's say these are people like you and me that just started their own little like social media Kara app, right? Now I'm suddenly finding myself $88,000 in debt. unless I find an investor, there is no way I can sustain that. And that's what I mean about Kara's future. They're going to have to find an investor that's interested in seeing this project succeed. And if they do, I actually think Kara has really good potential. Not impossible, just difficult. Exactly. It's totally doable. Totally doable. They just have to find an investor. Without it, I don't think they can succeed unless they're like, you know, really stinking rich and have a lot of money to burn. Because that amount of money, the more people they get onto their platform, it's just going to start, like, it's just going to increase from here on. It's not like, you know, 88,000 is just the start. That's just with them having, what, a few 100,000, 300,000 people on their platform. What happens if they have 1 million, right? So, yeah. And I mean, look at Instagram. You've got just some celebrities have like 10 million people just on that one account. I mean, that's not even close. It's not even a patch of what, you know, their total viewership would be. So yeah, the costs can get quite intense and rack up quite quickly. I guess that's why, you know, we have to also remember on these platforms, like Twitch, for example, we are also, the subs we spend on, are also paying for keeping our servers going and stuff like that. You know, it isn't just for nothing. I mean, we do often feel like, you know, they rob us of everything we have and everything, but it's not like I can support keeping, you know, a live stream server on for myself. So it is fair, I guess. Someone with deep pockets, that's against AI. Exactly. Yeah. And that's, you know, that's a hard thing, a hard place to be in right now because AI is currently making everyone money. It's making advertisers money, just like all around. So if you invest in AI right now, like, unless the tide's gonna turn and the legal things are going to become problematic for them, then, you know, they're just gonna keep making money, at least for a while. I don't think they're ever going to be respected. I don't think they're ever going to take the place of artists in general. You know, you're already seeing people going and being like, I want to unfollow this account if they make art with AI, right? And like, blast away in chat, you know, say no to AI in chat right now. If you would not buy art from an AI artist, I can bet you all of you would probably refuse, or at least a good portion of you would probably refuse. Yeah, I mean, it's just not going to take the place of artists, like, ever. You refuse, yeah. See, like, a lot, pretty much like most of you, I doubt most of you would buy AI art. I highly doubt it. Oh gosh, I was like watching some recommended, like, just YouTube tutorials, right? Trying to find information from artists about just establishing your business locally, because I'm trying to currently get that afloat. And one of the videos I saw advertised for me to watch was how I successfully started earning X amount of money from AI art on products. And I'm just like, yeah, right. Here I am trying to, with blood, sweat, and tears, you know, create really interesting, thoughtful projects, you know, products, I guess, for people that I have put so much passion and time in, right? And then there's these people that come along and they just scrape scrape off of what everyone else has already done with their blood, sweat, and tears, reap off of that and just slap it on some products, and now they're earning money. Yeah. So that is one place where us smaller artists are definitely going to, we are going to take a hit, because those are the kind of people that will compete with smaller artists that sell stickers, that sell, your work on t-shirts, tote bags, that sort of thing. Those are the kind of people that will definitely compete with us, and they are going to make it harder and harder for us to actually, stay afloat. And it's frustrating. So I get a lot of the outrage from artists. I know, there's a lot of people who are on this side and say, artists should stop whinging. It's not like we're going to take their job or threaten their job, which is partly true. I definitely don't think AI will ever eradicate artists. It just won't do that. It can't be creative. But, think about most of us here on Twitch, most of the artists that I talk to daily, Galactica, Cesar, Freakmeister, all of us, Charles, right? Most of us, how we make our living is we draw pictures painstakingly for hours every day. And then we make money off that by selling stickers or t-shirts or cards or prints. And that is definitely going to make us, think about it like this, right? Instagram's already kind of pushing us to post daily. And that is already forcing artists to lower the quality of their work, which a lot of us, we just aren't interested in doing that. We don't want to be creating lower quality work. So basically now we have to compete with AI, and those people they're able to post 3-4 times a day, right? And so it's shoving our accounts, our actually good, reputable accounts, even lower down the drain. It's really hurting us. And I think if we as a society want to keep growing in an actually useful, improving way, we're going to start having to consider the ramifications of AI. Because what happens if 10 years down the track, AI has made it so hard for artists like me and Galactic Cat and Freakmeister and Cesar and Charles, what happens when it has, put the pressure on us so much that we can't keep doing it? And basically, then all artists worldwide are going to stop creating. What is going to feed their big AI engine then? It can only output what it's been given before. It can't create anything new. So we're going to run into, an artistic deficiency in the future if that happens. Maybe that's why there's so many bugs. Maybe, I don't know. They want more money to delay legal, and the more money always wins. Yeah, exactly. You witnessed it firsthand. Aw. You refuse. You don't think an AI artist is doing art? Yeah, they're not. Prompting isn't the same as making it. Yeah, they're trying to go with saying that they are the same as, Photoshop artists, basically. But a Photoshop artist has to understand color theory, has to understand line variation, contrast, composition, all those fundamental things about art, and they have to actually form the picture themselves. They don't just put a prompt in and see what happens, right? So there's a big difference. What if you believe the entire universe is a simulation and that everyone other than you is an NPC? Then you've only ever bought art from an AI. I guess so, Picklement. You have to find a niche that way. It's like the Walmart syndrome. People love cheap garbage. Yeah, I know. Like, what the heck? You spend too much money on artists in your life. Yeah, I feel like there's that, a group of people, artists buy from artists, and then there's like a group of people that love, I don't know what it is that drives them, because I'm an artist, so for me, I know why art drives me, but I guess they just really appreciate how it's created, the personality and meaning behind it. They're looking for something with, something that's special. So those groups of people will definitely never buy that AI stuff. And they spit out this lifeless garbage. Oh my gosh, it's so true, Talia. The other day, I saw an artist, right? And she was, I actually have followed her. I unfollowed her now because she started posting AI stuff. But I followed her for years, and she used to paint aliens like a lot, and I love aliens. And her paintings were really nice. Like, she wasn't a trash artist. I wouldn't say like she's the most proficient artist, but we all grow, we all learn, and I loved her work. I thought her work was cool, and I wanted to see what she grew into one day and how she developed her skill. So I was literally down for the ride. And I'm at the point now where I have walls to start buying prints and stuff, and I would have legitimately bought her work. But now, recently, she started posting AI art. And, I'm not on Instagram a whole lot, so every now and again I would see her work and I wouldn't really pay attention. I just scan through it and I'm like, your work has started losing a lot of its, I don't know, value. It looks weird. There's something off about it. But as I said, I've been scrolling, so I haven't really been paying attention. And then about a week or two ago, I actually paid attention to one of her posts that, again, was looking not that great. And I just read her caption, and it said something about how she now makes her art via AI. She actually went to an AI developer and voluntarily gave it access to her art so that it could push out more of her work. And I was just like, what the heck are you now? I mean, I guess it's your work that you pushed into that machine, right? But I'm sorry, if you haven't spent the time developing that piece, put your, imagination and feelings into it, I'm not interested. And the eyes of her characters, just everything about it, there's nothing going on. Like, I'm bored, and I had been bored for over a year since she started doing the AI stuff, and it all made sense. When I realized, oh, okay, she's just posting AI stuff now, I was like, well, no wonder I stopped liking your work for a good bunch of the time. It shows. And she said, nobody can tell the difference anyway. And I'm just sitting there like, well, for one, no wonder you lost so many followers because your work's garbage now. And for two, we can notice. It's glaringly obvious. Just have to make really bad art, upload it to the AI scraping service, and they will get messed up. Yeah. Eventually the supply of art will be small enough that the demand will be higher, but many arts will fall off before then probably. Yeah, just like exactly, Mr. Kitty Kitty, yeah. Unfortunately, it is going to be the case. Getting swallowed by the algorithm, it seems. It will feed itself eventually. Not if you can help it. A Photoshop artist also doesn't normally say they are artists in that traditional sense. Exactly, Mr. Kitty Kitty. Let me just say this right now. I have 100% equal amount of respect for a digital artist as I do for a traditional artist. And I am myself a traditional artist. So quite often people think that traditional artists look down on digital artists. That is not the case. That is definitely not the case. What we do look down on is, you know, for example, let's look at someone like Loish. Loish is insane. I mean, she is 10 million times the artist that I could ever dream to be. The way she uses color, the way she understands the flow of lines. You see her doing a traditional sketch, you just won't take that out of her hands, right? She has so much talent, and she is purely a digital artist. So digital art, when it's done properly artistically, is really, really difficult. It's not for everyone. And like, there are benefits to both. Winter, hello, how are you? I actually switched to traditional art because I was having a hard time putting variation into my artwork. That is one of the biggest drawbacks with digital art. If you draw digitally, because you already have, like, you can eye drop, right onto that exact color and get it perfect. It's those imperfections that actually make something artistic. So you have to work around the limitations of digital art in order to bring that artistic things, those artistic elements back in. So in a way, you are fighting the medium. It does make a lot of things easier, but it also makes other things harder. With traditional art, you don't have to fight it like that, because the challenges of overcoming, the variations that you have to work with, it's already going to take care of that for you. You don't have to worry about it. Thank you so much, Dover. Aww. Dover shared my Twitch with you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Alright, let's get you buried. On this stream, if you subscribe, guys, we actually give you a little tombstone in a mini cemetery. So here we go. Here we go. Teeny tiny little tombstone. You're the first one today. Your first one today. Thank you so much, Winter. Clearly the skill disappeared. Exactly, Talio. Gosh, I'm catching up on chat. At best, at least, it serves a good reference how you see it. AI art can save you time searching for references when you want to create something. Exactly. So, 100% I think AI art is really useful for stuff like that. And I think us artists can actually benefit off of using it. But it depends how you use it. I think there are smart ways to use it and just lazy ways to use it. Not as productive as you wanted. Who's the artist who we're talking about? You're curious to see what the AI is spitting out. Very generic averages of her art, you guess. Casey, let me try to think. Because I unfollowed her now. Hang on. I would have her art saved in her old art saved in my Instagram. Gosh. Maybe. Let me see. She used to be really good. She's really, really good. And now... I know she's a pop surrealist artist, so I'm trying to just search for pop surrealist alien art. Because currently I just don't have anything yet in my mind. This very much looks similar to her work, but it's not her work. Oh gosh, some of this stuff is clearly AI. Maybe if I go in my saved stuff and I scroll like way back, I can find some of her work. Oh, hang on. Didn't I shared her. Dova, that's right. I shared her in the group chat on with my mods. Let me scroll back. I'll find it. I just gotta scroll back. How long ago was it though? I don't think it was that long ago. Yeah, I know. There's like a lot of memes in here as well, so. I think I've gone past it. Let me just start back. Don't go that fast. Here we're just lots of snakes in toilets. Yep. We got that covered. Worst fears, we got that covered. I know I shared it in this chat. That's going to be my best way of finding it. Because yeah, I mean, I'm happy to spread the word, the defamation of an artist who decided to, you know, just start making useless garbage. I mean, I'm sorry, but you aren't going to get any respect in the art community if that's what you do. Wow, it's either like so far back. Anyway, I can't find it. But like in general, her account just started, yeah, sorry, I can't find it, guys, I'm sorry. Her account started deteriorating for quite some time even before the AI stuff happened. Who hates charges that just don't, you have to get it like precisely on if it's not MagSafe. You're super triggered. If Friends Business wanted a logo, you said that's not a logo, it's a mascot that you are looking for. They spit a bunch of AI prompts out to fit their needs versus one of the artists who they asked to create one. Of course it's different. That's hella over-rendered 3D fake art, which appeals to their eyes. You can tell because they're not artists, so they love the AI over the actual artist. Oh, puke. Oh, it's just overall heartbreaking. Yeah, I mean, look, that was an opportunity, right, for a local artist. A small artist who's, you know, trying to get their dreams afloat and, you know, one dead opportunity. If the AI gets better, then it could be good at references, but right now it's still making so many mistakes that using AI for references is a nightmare. So many bad proportions and messed up anatomy. You guess if you're just generating concepts, it's okay, but still, just you knowing that those concepts are scraped from artists without their permission makes it hard for you to condone use of AI right now at all. That's the thing, yeah, Casey, like, even just for concepts, I mean, it makes you start wondering, what if I make this thing and I don't know, maybe it accidentally came from like another artist? You won't know. You'll like accidentally or inadvertently be copying without meaning to, because it's essentially what it's doing. It varies a lot from system to system, yeah. It's no biggie, don't dig for her name too much, you're just curious. The amount of complete compute time required to train the more advanced models is very large. Yeah. To ask you to throw your hat into the ring, you tried to get as much information from their vision and the AI, but you decided against because nothing would be good enough in their eyes. So why waste your time when they'll do a couple of clicks to get their flavor after we... The worrisome thing, I think, tell you is, what if you spent a good 10 hours coming up with something that they, you know, a mascot for them, and they then took your image, plugged it into that machine and said, replicate us something similar to this? I mean, here's the kicker. That artist they declined, they already had him 45k deep into spray painting the whole walls inside of their business. Oh my gosh. You hope they paid him for the work he actually did. I really hope so. Some people. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I know I've been freelancer long enough now to know what it feels like to not get paid like ever. It's weird, guys. Like you do get over it, but it's depending obviously like also how much money you are owed. The rest of your life, right? Like every now and again it just comes up and you're like, I need a new this, I need a new that. Oh crap, you know, I'm actually this many thousand richer. I could have actually had this thing had I been just paid what I spent my time on. So it's you gotta tell yourself, like, don't hold on to that. Don't get caught up on it, because yeah. But it's really just, it's hard. So they did. That's why you should always take payment up front, never work on promise of pay. Yeah, Casey, it's true. It's just, it's complicated though. There are times when if you have a general idea how long something's going to take, it's easier to do that. But there are times when, you know, especially if you have ongoing work with someone, like for example myself, I often, with a lot of my clients, graphic design clients in the past, I have worked on an hourly basis, so they don't know how much work they're going to give me that week or month. You know, it could be a ton or it could only be an hour's worth of work, and they sort of hire me on an hourly basis. So they're like, okay, can you do this project? Just do it no matter how many hours it takes. Obviously within reason, you know, I can't just spend 50 hours on it if it's only going to take an hour. But basically, you know, those sorts of incidents, you can't take payment beforehand. And you know, you also have an ongoing relationship with these people, so you scrolled way back to the beginning but haven't found it. Am I sure I shared it to the chat? I definitely did, Doba, because I remember us all talking about it. And I even remember Zachary Reinhardt joined in on that conversation. Rocky Alters? Gosh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the subby. Let's get you buried. We've already got one little tombstone in there. Why not another? Let's go. And then there were two. And then there were two, guys. How are you, Rocky? Thank you so much. It's your first time here, isn't it? And you're already subbing. I appreciate that. That's why you should always take payment. Wish you could show us what they're spitting out, but you don't want to dox yourself or slander their business further than the AI garbage. Talia, if you're comfortable sharing it only with me privately in a DM, I would be really keen, but if not, that's totally okay. Do whatever you're comfortable with. Don't put yourself under any anxiety. I know what that feels like, but if you are comfortable, feel free. How's Booby cute? You didn't know, Talia? You didn't know about the cemetery? Oh my gosh, I should just... There we go. It's my mini cemeterarium. We've had it for a while. It's been around. It's seen some stuff, guys. You found it? The post has been removed. I thought it was removed, so technically not found it. Who's the artist though, Doba? Who's the artist? It's so adorable. Thank you, Winter. Yeah, I have like, I'm sorry. Like, if you're not an artist and you are making AI art, I have some understanding for that, you know, a little bit. But if you're an artist, you are capable of already making art decently. It doesn't even matter, even if you aren't capable. If you're an artist, you know how much work goes into that. You understand what art is about. Why? Why would you do that? You know what? You'll take crops of the images and make a collage in the next bit. No idea. It's all gone. Did they just delete their account, Dover? Can you not even see who they were? I wonder whether enough artists reported their account and they just got removed. That's, oh my gosh. They probably did. Oh gosh. Like, you know, as a fellow artist, I definitely understand the desperation of, you know, you're flooded by social media telling you post daily, post reels, post this, or we won't show your art to anybody. I understand that, but she had progressively gotten lazier and lazier. Like she would start posting, you know, just these very lame videos of herself. Like, you know, I love when artists share themselves, like who they are and stuff like that. But these were like just not related to art at all, or not related to pretty much anything. They're not interesting. They don't really share her personality. They're just really lazy videos where clearly she's just posting for the sake of posting. And she had progressively started doing a lot more of that before, you know, the AI stuff started happening. So I think she probably was already kind of giving up on art at that point. And then she was like, well, screw it. I'm already, you know, doing this stuff. At least then it's kind of like my work. I don't know. But my question is just, if that is what you are doing, there are much better ways to use your time, right? Art is not a rich industry. You are never gonna, unless you're like freaking Mark Ryden or something, which you will never become if you're an AI artist. If you're an AI fraud, you will never become a Mark Ryden anyway. So clearly that cannot be your goal. But I don't know. Why? The only reason to be making art whatsoever is because you are passionate about your work or art in general. And so I guess I don't understand why somebody would still put so much energy into something when it's lost its meaning. Well, they disappeared. You love a good mystery. Tell you, I will find her name. I will. Because I did follow her for years. Oh gosh, is it Opal Unicorn? I think I just remembered her name, guys. I think I just remembered her name. I knew, yep. I'm pretty sure, guys. Let me see. If it's her. The aha moment. I knew. No, wait. No, it's not Opal Unicorn. I know because Opal Unicorn did very similar alien kind of art, and I think that's why I'm thinking it was her, but no, it's not Opal Unicorn. It's not. Damn it. Sorry, guys. Please do not. Opal Unicorn's legit, guys. She's an amazing artist. At least from what I remember. Who knows who's gonna drop off the bus these days, but she's really legit and amazing. Does beautiful paintings, guys. So please do not think badly of her. It's not her. Oh. Like, I know what she looks like in my head. I've, like, legitimately got her face in my head. I know what her art looks like in my head. The last thing she posted, the AI stuff, it was, like, a spaceshipy, like, these kids in space. Yeah, because Opal Unicorn's, like, really against art theft. I know that. Oh gosh, she has like a blog and everything. A baby astronaut drawing. Exactly, Dova. Exactly. That was her last artwork. We have to solve this mystery, guys. We have to find this degraded artist. We have to. I wonder if Opal Unicorn has a newsletter. I don't think so. Damn. She has a blog. I don't think she has oh gosh, there we go. A newsletter. Heck yeah. I'll do NECA and gosh, you guys, if you want to help artists out these days, if you want to break free from social media and you want to help support artists, subscribe to their newsletters, guys. There is no better way for an artist to actually own their own audience. Subscribe to their newsletters, guys. It's the best way. Name is missing. Gosh, oh my gosh. NECA. How about I do this? Gosh, no. Whatever. There we go. Alright. I'm subscribed, guys. I'm subscribed to Opal Unicorn now. She's a good artist, but I feel like I should not mention any artist right now in the context of the conversations we've been having for fear of people getting like making the wrong kinds of connections. Oh my gosh. I can't even go into just in case someone comes on the stream and they hear that like one name and they're thinking, oh, that's the AI artist, you know, and they took it out of context. Because I don't want to be bad mouthing anybody at all in that light. Any real good artist. That is just like the worst insult you could possibly get. And I know it's become like a huge thing lately. You know, people are starting to expect artists to actually show their process, which like totally fair. I get it, you know. As an artist, I can see when work is not actually done by an artist because it's glaringly obvious, but to a lot of people, you know, it may not be, or they just want that peace of mind or whatever. So I get that, but a lot of artists are really taking offense to that and being like, we don't have to prove, you know, our worth. We don't have to show or explain ourselves to anybody. Well, yeah, sure, true, it's fair. But really, does it hurt anybody posting a little bit of a process video every now and again? You don't have to, you know, show the process of every piece you make. But it doesn't take very long to just, you know, post a little one here or there and just, you know, just ease everyone's peace of mind. I mean, it is called social media for a reason, and if you don't want any criticism, you don't want any kind of feedback, don't share it with the world, you know? You have subscribed to my newsletter now. Thank you, Talia. I appreciate that. Neanderthal, thank you. If David sends you the URL, you can find something out though. That'd be cool. The Flying Widow? Is that the Flying Widow from Alice in Wonderland? What Flying Widow? Neanderthal. That's adorable, your new favorite emote. I actually want to make some more emotes for us. I won't replace the Zazu one, definitely, but you know, new extra ones. Because I think there are definitely like some slots that we could be using at this point that we aren't using. Oh. When they rarely fall out on my ears, but when they do, really. I think they're referring to the Cheshire Cat. This one's not exactly the Cheshire Cat. I did draw the Cheshire Cat before. This one's just a normal tabby cat. No promises, but you can try. I shared that link, but now it says post unavailable in the Instagram group chat we have, so you can't get a URL either. I mean, the only other things you can search for are, you know, alien art. Gosh, no, wait, that's a different artist I'm thinking of. She made actually beautiful art back in the day. Like, she spent a lot of time making art, and I really admired her. Not anymore. You'd be using some more sneaky methods. Wayback Machine can be used to pin down user ID, for example. Oh, nice. Cool. But yeah, we can't even get a URL because, yeah, it's just post removed. Was it a post I shared or was it their profile? Either one of those have been removed, so you are not sure how to search. I think it probably was their profile, Dova. So that probably means even if I did go back into my saved posts to try and, you know, find them, I won't even be able to. I will find them though. Somewhere or another, I will find them because they used to be very established in the art community. I just don't know what to search for. I'm trying to... One of her works was like aliens having a picnic. she had a very distinct way of drawing eyes as well. The thing is, a lot of artists their work just doesn't really come up in searches very well. So, and you know, she probably wouldn't have. It's like so close because I can almost feel her name in my, you know, at the tip of my tongue, but I used to like their posts, yeah. Is that still an option to look at old likes? So Talia, I used to like their posts a long time ago, so about like a year or two ago, because I just stopped liking them when they started looking degraded, because obviously they're not good, and then I found out, okay, that's why I didn't like them anymore, because they're all AI. No worries, Casey. You have a good rest of your day. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate that. So I can't actually, I would have to go back years back into my history, but leave it with me, guys. And next stream or the one after, at some point I'm going to find it and I'll let you guys know. So just you know, we'll get to the bottom of this. We'll find this person. No, Dover, we don't. I don't have Bert in here right now. And I'm too lazy to go. I'm too lazy to go get him. So what I do know, Talia, is I can go back and look at my saved images, because that would be less to go through. I generally just save like really good pieces that I think are amazing, and I can definitely go back and look at those. What is my husband looking for? Did he? I think he found whatever he's looking for. It's all good, guys. Second chat, you're Al, the weird bird person in Sunshine stream you saw. We were online, decided to drop in, and Sunshine said, we're a cool human being. Well, thank you, Al. Sunshine is freaking amazing. We love her so much. Did they sign their art then? Tell you, yes, they would have signed it. They would have signed it. But yeah, guys, please go give Sunshine a follow. If you don't already follow Sunshine, if you want to follow a fellow Australian streamer like myself, Sunshine does beautiful traditional artwork and she's super fun, guys. To the Neko art card guide. You added her yesterday. She does nice work for sure. Yeah, she does Replicant. She does. She also has a YouTube channel, if you guys didn't know. I think she probably was a YouTuber before she was ever a streamer. So I was more of a... I mean, I had a YouTube channel before I started streaming, but I wouldn't really say that I used it for much. Whereas Sunshine, she curated a good amount of interesting videos. Yeah, I started as a streamer and then now I've done some videos. I wouldn't say, I guess I'm a regular, well, I guess I'm fairly regular, but I'm not really a committed YouTuber, I would say. I'm definitely more of a committed streamer than a committed YouTuber. My posh art box is wild. It's so big. Where'd you see that one, Replicant? Did you mention Winter is also Aussie? She told you the other day that it seems to be collecting Aussie friends. You seem to be collecting Aussie friends a lot. No, you didn't tell me. You've been on... So do you know which state she lives in, Dover? Been on YouTube since before all the funny channels retired to pursue bigger things. Yeah. It seems to be all your streamer friends are across the pond now with opposite time zones or 6+ hours ahead. No. Yeah, that sucks. I used to stream really late hours in my time zone. So like I would stay up on occasion, you know, till freaking sometimes like till 7 a.m. Like I just wouldn't sleep. And then I would go to bed at like 8 or 9 in the morning. I would have streamed all night through. Dover calls it my vampiric hours. You saw my YouTube planner I did of the headstones. Yeah, that was a cool fun one. I really want to do that again, Replicant, but at the moment it's so cold. You missed the vampiric hours, I know. It was fun, I think, especially because you know, we got a lot of different people on board then. Also, a lot of the communities I had a lot in common with streamed at those times, so we were able to raid people we really, really enjoyed raiding. That was fun. It just wasn't sustainable for me because obviously, you know, I have no waking hours then for family or like anything else. So it wasn't really great. And also I think the other reason it felt more magical than it actually probably was is because that point in time it was actually you know, the pandemic, and you had a lot more people watching streams at that point in time, and I think a lot more people were actually investing themselves into it, making friends and that sort of thing because they were lonely. Whereas now people tend to treat streams a little bit differently, more as like a fleeting thing, a fleeting form of entertainment rather than their be all end all, you know, socializing for the day. So I think what we remember about our vampiric hour streams is more that the people we had were really invested in spending time with each other, and I don't think that just streaming at that time anymore is really gonna bring that back. I remember being into doing time-lapse videos or drawing dogs or cats or human portraits, but they were so bad that you eventually stopped since the comments put you down. What? Really? Owl, that's stupid. No. Everyone starts at a certain level, so, you know, no matter if you were genuinely putting effort in and trying to improve, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how bad. You know, people should have been kinder. I mean, I have friends that are way better than me. I have friends that are way worse than me. You know, we're all at different... And the thing is, you know, some of my friends can be worse than me at one thing, but they will be better than me at other things, right? We're all exploring different avenues, expanding our skills in different ways. So you can't, especially when it comes to art, you can't measure people, you know, people's worth or even people's skill. I think it's really hard. Winter again. Yeah, it's winter. You weren't really good at drawing back then. But that's the thing, Elle. I look at my art back then and I think, damn, I sucked. I sucked so much, but I thought I was really good. I thought, you know, my drawings are great. At times, obviously, you know, I would have a bum day and I would think that it's not really great. But for the most part, I was like, I'm really proud of this drawing. I'm really proud of this, you know, Disney art that I just traced pretty much, but I was really proud of it. And I think if you crush that spirit at that point in time and you don't value what you have achieved, you'll never get anywhere. What if I wasn't proud of my Disney drawings? What if I felt crushed every single time I tried something new? You know, I wouldn't have grown. So I don't know. I feel like no matter what you are making, no matter if, you know, for your lifespan, like what you might be making is down here, but one day you will be up here, and yeah, you will think that that's bad. No matter what, current you is always going to look down on past you. It's like we improve. That's a good thing. If current you doesn't look down on past you, you've probably stagnated. And, you know, that's very unlikely. So it's normal. Thank you for the follow, Al. I appreciate that. I'm just sorry that that happened to you. Amazing how it's possible. Not good for the healthy mentality that way. A lot of those people have gone away. You missed that period. Just started late last year getting into Twitch art. You thought it was only for gamers. A lot of people think that, tell you, and I think it did start out that way. But I pretty much, I think, got into streaming because my uni friend Cesar started streaming. And originally, I never planned to do this full time or anything at all. I started just watching her streams and I was like, I never want to stream one day. I never want to, you know, do this with my time. So I have no intention of ever becoming an art streamer, like ever. And I don't know what changed. Like I started enjoying spending time in her streams. Like I was like, oh, I really enjoy, you know, talking about art with other artists. And then I started finding more art streamers and more art streamers. And eventually I wasn't just doing it out of support for my friend. I found myself actually, you know, enjoying streaming, art streamers in general. And then I think because I started enjoying being a part of the community, I was like, well, I'm already making art. I'm already trying to get, you know, my art, a community growing. Why don't I stream? So yeah. You usually draw during your own time and upload only the best ones on Instagram or the ones that you're actually proud of. However, you can't link your Instagram since there's some mature drawings on there as well as you want to respect the challenge rules. Well, definitely still DM me, Al. I'm happy to still, you know, support you and follow you on there. I think one of the best ways we can help each other out on Instagram is engaging with each other's content. So I'm trying a lot to do that with the time that I have. And yeah, I'm always looking for more of my community to follow on there. If you measure a fish's intelligence by how well it can climb a tree, it will spend the rest of its life believing it's stupid. Yeah. Thank you for the follow, Memory Lunarali. I appreciate that. Or it's too dumb to believe it all. You think it's best to only ever compare artists against themselves? Yeah. As in their past work and level, trying to compete and compare against other artists will only ever end in heartache, but striving to outdo oneself at every turn is the way one improves. Completely, Rocky. You can't, and you know, our work is so individual and what we put out in the world is so unique to us that you can never really compare that anyway. I mean, it's like saying, oh, like bananas are better than apples or apples are better than pears. So are we going to say like, remove all fruit, we'll only have bananas? No, who wants that? Nobody. We want a variety, right? And so you can't say one is better than another. One might be better at one thing and have a different quality, but you're so right. Like if you want to compare, like if you want to actually gauge an artist's skill level, what you got to do is like, how are they improving? Can you see how they're analyzing their mistakes? Can you see how they're trying different things? That's how you actually spot true talent. And that's how I, yeah, definitely I look at other people's work. I don't look at, you know, oh, they got this anatomy wrong. They should know that by now. No, I look at, well, what are the good things they're doing? Wow, this is a really cool concept, right? Yeah, true. Like the head's a bit skewed or the leg's too long. Who the heck cares? 10 years down the track, they've got that pat down. They're not going to even think about that. But those concepts they're coming up with, their imagination and stories, those are the kind of things you can't teach and you can't just pass on. And that's them. That's what makes them cool. Recently took up 3D modeling as a way to reboot the art force in your brain to create art, but grew to liking it and now hope to get good at 3D animation and be accepted by a studio. Oh, that's like a lot of dedication. I mean, 3D art takes so much patience. We have someone here called Mecha Miniatures. I think you will enjoy his streams. He does, he's also Australian, and he does a lot of 3D art, which he sells as like printable designs and things, and it's all his own original artwork. It's really cool. So yeah, you should definitely give him a follow. I'm trying to think of his actual like full-on username right now. You love the Mad Cat? Thank you, Gru. Thank you so much. I'm enjoying drawing these little guys. These are all going to be stickers, which I'll have in my Etsy shop once my Etsy. I need to stop saying Etsy shop. I now actually have a website shop. So on my shop, guys. You followed Cesar when you first started using it for art. Oh, I'll tell you. Yeah, she's one of the best. Oh my gosh. She's really good. We actually want to do a meetup when she's done doing her cons. Because I believe she's currently in Melbourne still. So, doing cons, guys. Lots and lots of cons. It's really cool. So if you are in Melbourne, guys, go to Comic Con and buy Cecil's artwork, or just go to Cecil's website and buy her artwork. She also has a website now. Dover, you need to show me when Salsa's mousepad arrives. What colors are gonna be? Just penciled in. So they're all gonna be colored. This one I want to make him black. This little guy is gonna be like a tabby color. He's not the real Mecha. We have the real Mecha here. Each artist's journey is their own. There's no objectively productive way to compare two against one another because of the multitude of contextual differences in their retrospective lives and artistic journeys, and trying to do so will just make you feel bad. And it's worse if you've got self-worth issues, totally not speaking from experience. Yeah, Rocky, yeah, I know what you mean. For measuring your present self against your past self and seeing how you've improved and where you can go from here. That's the way to do it, you found. Exactly, Rocky. I mean, you have no idea what, you know, another artist's life circumstances are like. One artist can dedicate 10 hours a day. Another artist only has a half-hour time for a sketch once a week, you know, and they're improving on that little bit of time they have to practice. I know for myself as well, you know, lately, my health has improved so much. Like, one of the reasons I actually started going into streaming full-time was because my health had deteriorated to a point where I could no longer drive to work, and so I couldn't get a job because, you know, in Australia, it's not like, you know, you could just public transport in my, I should say, town. Adelaide is horrific with public transport, so you can't do public transport. I was just sick for that anyway. So, you know, my health had gotten to a point where I couldn't reliably work. And so I started doing art a lot more. I started doing streaming from home, and yeah, I just had a lot more time because I wasn't working as much, and it became my thing. And I like recently, about like a few days ago, I was just thinking about that. Um, the amount of like struggles I used to have just trying to get art done in, with my health in that bad place. Like, I think about it now, I am making pretty much an art piece every single day. And I remember trying to do previous year's Halloweens where I had to do a month of sketches, right? And just doing one small sketch a day for me back then, I remember thinking, like, there's no way. It was like my dream, just my own challenge I had set for myself. It was my dream to go a month of doing a drawing per day to complete Halloween. And guys, my health was so bad back then that it got to points where I could not do it. I would work so hard trying to get ahead of sketches so I could prove to myself I've done one per day that month. And I think the best I ever did was like I had four drawings short. Which it sounds silly, it's really silly. Art King, thank you for the follow. It's really silly because it was just a personal challenge I had set for myself. It wasn't meaningful in any way. I just wanted to be able to take part in Halloween and commit to doing that daily drawing thing. So it was a big thing for me personally. And I think about it now and go, man, I can do like 2-3 drawings a day now, with how good my health has gotten and improved. And it makes me realize like how many other artists out there are doing the best that they can with what they've got in that point in their lives, Definitely we can't ever look down on someone because, oh, look, they're only doing this much now, or they've only improved this much. Those people are probably doing, their very best with what they've got, putting all their energy in. And that's really amazing. Really, really amazing. I hope you're not oversharing, but yeah, I kind of took a long break previously from drawing due to falling into depression after a series of misfortunes. But long backstory, you picked up the stylus again and now occasionally draw humans or dogs, and it feels like therapy, kind of weird. Owl, that's so cool. That just melts my heart because I think art is one of those life-sustaining things for those of us who are artists at heart. I think it's really, really so freaking awesome. And to hear stories about, people going back to what they love after having a bout of, depression, or whether it's health or depression, doesn't matter, it's people underestimate how hard it is to stay committed to art in some ways, It takes a lot of personal energy to keep creating these characters or, paintings or whatever it is that you do. It's hard. So go you. Go you. You can confirm Adelaide's public transport is not rad. It's the absolute worst. It's shocking. For a long time, right? For a long time, I used to live in a space in South Australia that had no public transport, guys. Like, the access to my house, when I say no, I mean, I could maybe try to get to the city. It would take me 4 hours just to get there because of the abysmal public transport. It's so bad. In Melbourne, our neighbouring state, it's so much better. Not silly at all. It's something that had specific worth to you, and that itself makes your feelings about it valid. Yeah, Rocky, exactly. You'd be ecstatic to do even one piece per 2 days in a month's time. You managed it for 3 to 4 months a couple of years back, technically, but it's a pace you just can't maintain. Well, it's hard, Rocky. It definitely, it's hard. And I mean, some of us have very little time. I mean, for example, Alien Frog. Alien Frog's part of our community here. And Alien Frog does sketches like during work breaks, very, very quick sketches, and in the half-hour lunch breaks that he has. So, for some of us, that's the only time we have for art on those days. It's hard. Harsh, hello. I'm sorry. When did you come in? Thank you, Punisher. Punisher? I have something to show you, actually. Thank you, Jaxie. I appreciate that. I have something to show you. Okay. Here we go. Have a look. Have a look at this one, Punisher. I printed this one off last night. So Punisher ordered my massive Drawloween print, guys, from my store. And this one was a pre-order. And poor Punisher waited so long for, the ink to arrive. But have a look at this one. The other one is going out to Blaze, and I'm sending another one to Dover. The bummer is my ink ran out again after doing this one last night because I was low on a couple different colors. My printer has about 13, 14, so I'm hoping the next round of ink comes on Thursday or Friday. So I have this one ready to ship out, but I need to do 2 more. And yeah, that was frustrating. But guys, the color on this one is so accurate. It is probably my best print ever. It is pretty much like exactly like the original. It's insane. And the paper, sorry, no. It is my favorite print ever. Like ever. It is really so cool, guys. So I can't wait to send it out to you guys. And if you've asked for yours to be signed, I will sign it for you as well. But yeah, they are ready. And Punisher, I'm sending yours out with your original painting of Lucy as well. So yours will have all the others, which I've already got. I've already got your rest of your orders packed, ready to go. And then it'll have the original painting of Lucy as well as your Halloween print. So I'll be sending this one out as a roll, a cylindrical roll. Because it's so big, there's no other way to send it, which just means when you get it, you will, need to sort of spread it out. I don't know, maybe get like a plank or something, and just place it on top of that. It'll eventually settle. That one's already, because I've been keeping it flat, it's already started de-rolling. So last night, it just wanted to roll into a cylinder the whole time. But I think by the time I send it to you, it'll have flattened, but then because it's going to be rolled up again, it's going to do the same thing. So you will just need to sort of, keep it flat for a little while. But yeah, guys, if you like that print and you want one of your own, they are actually available from my shop. So you can grab one in my shop. They are shipping out now, so that's good. That's real good. Earth without art is just eh. It has taught you to set realistic goals for yourself that you can attain and also not feel defeated over if you don't meet them, which is a whole health growth thing in and of itself. But at this point, you really need to get back into doodling and doing personal stuff. You've realized the other day that you haven't done a doodle purely for yourself in nearly a decade, and that's with having done well over 1,000 commission pieces in that time frame. Yeah, Rocky, it's tough. I find myself doing a very similar thing where I'm creating art on stream pretty much like every day. And so because after stream, I have very little time to do marketing and other art business kinds of things, I quite often, don't do personal pieces. And my husband is really good at reminding me of, he's like, when was the last time you did a sketch just for yourself, just off stream, in your own, not recorded, not anything, just enjoyed yourself. And he gets me to do that every once in a while, which is really good. You gotta have that good friend or, special person in your life that pulls you back and tells you, gotta do things for you too. Remember what it's all about. You're also hoping your 3D animation hobby eventually does land you a job with a studio or freelance contract so you can find a way out of your stinky job you're currently in. Definitely El Mockery. We had someone here called El Mockery, now I want to call you El Mockery. El of books. Yeah, I definitely think that's possible, especially if you, I think if you try to sort of network in those communities, try to be engaging in those communities, or try to start doing, work for smaller independent developers, indie developers, on projects that, maybe all of you are just spending your personal time on. You're not even like getting paid for it. None of you just don't let yourself get taken advantage of. But if you're all part of a group, like a group project you're all passionate about, and you all just want it to succeed, so you're investing your own essentially like charity time into it, I think that's a wonderful thing. And I think that's the sort of thing that can either blow up and really succeed, or also get picked up on, you can then add that work as part of your portfolio and present that to, job applications you're sending out to future employers anyway. But also, Rocky, 1,000 commission pieces? Good on you. Good on you. Thank you for the follow, Raxes. I appreciate that. Random question. Would I rather have a pet bear with blue fur and cute little angel wings who can give me lifts to wherever I want as long as I feed it honey? Or a kangaroo with boxing gloves and whose pouch he can ride in so he can protect you from danger? I think I'll go with the bear because it kind of reminds me of Pooh Bear, which is my husband's favorite plush toy. And so I think it just has that sort of personal connection for me. So I think I'd go with the pet bear. You have a keeper then. Get on him to check in with you on that. Yeah, Rocky, I think it's a really rare thing these days. I think it's a really rare thing because, hang on, he just messaged me. He just walked past and he just messaged me. I think it's a really rare thing to have a, a partner that's invested in our passions. And I think, if you love your person, be invested in them, ask about their dreams, their hopes and dreams, and try to check on, if they're overworking, try to check on if they're doing enough for them. Neca has a Morris though. Morris can fly. We should bring Morris in the studio more, guys. Okay. Guys, sadly, I need to end stream because our internet is going to be cut off. So they're working on our internet. So let's quickly find someone we can raid. Unfortunately, I'm so sorry, guys. That's why my husband was messaging me. They're improving our NBN, guys. We're getting good internet now. So let's see where we can send you guys off to before you just disappear into the abyss. I don't want that to happen. We want to send you guys somewhere cool, you know? All right, so where are we gonna go, guys? Where are we gonna go? I'm so sorry, guys. I didn't mean to do this, but this time's for real. Yeah. This time we are ending for real. How about we go? We can go to a new place, guys. Let us go and raid BX Streams. Hang on. We'll go raid Twitch. No worries, no worries. And I'm streaming again tomorrow, guys. So if you want to follow me then, you know. There we go. All right, we're gonna raid, guys. Before we go though, guys, I do have a shop where I sell a lot of my prints. There's beautiful, beautiful prints. The big print I just showed off earlier is up there as well. And a lot of merch and t-shirts of my cute little creatures. So if that floats your boat, please go check it out. Otherwise, let's move along. Let's go and raid BX Streams, who's currently doing a painting. Let us head on over, guys.